Okay, first we got to make sure our kettle's ready. The kettle does most of the work, so we have to see to it that everything is just right.
Then we eat the fudge.
Well, there are a few steps in between, and you really can't eat it until the next day.
Okay, I can wait. Now what do I check in the kettle?
Well, if it's a brand new kettle, first you make sure everything's working properly. Then you give the kettle an initial cleaning.
Wait a minute. We start with the cleanup?
Don't worry, it's easy. After uncrating the kettle, we wipe off all the surfaces using water only and rinse the agitator. Then we check that there's enough water in the jacket. There's a sight glass, this vertical glass tube that we use to check. If you've got a TDB-8 kettle, the level should be halfway up or higher. In the TDB-7 kettle, you need the water to be a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch from the top of the tube.
Well, this one looks fine, but what do I do if it's low?
You only put in distilled water. The jacket of the kettle holds about 2 gallons, so you may be surprised at how much it takes. You remove this large brass nut in the elbow. That'll take a wrench. Pour in the distilled water. You may rarely, if ever, need to do it, but it's something you should get in the habit of checking regularly. Otherwise, you could burn out the heating elements.
I hate it when that happens.
Then we plug it in and make sure the heat and motor work properly. On the TDB-8, we turn the heat to high. On the TDB-7 kettle, we turn it to 5.5. We'll let the heat stay on for about 10 minutes and quickly touch the side of the kettle to make sure we feel it heating up. Meanwhile, we'll turn the motor on and make sure the agitator turns properly and there aren't any strange noises. On the TDB-7, the baffle part of the agitator should be facing you to the left of center. If anything doesn't seem to be working right, just call Calico. They can help you figure out anything.
Okay.
After you've determined that the heat and motor are working, leave the heat at the same setting, turn the motor on, and pour water up to about 2 inches from the top of the bowl. Let the water mix for about 15 minutes to clean the bowl, then pour off the water into the buckets and empty them.
Well, what if the kettle's not new, but I'm a new fudge maker and need to know how to begin?
Well, then you lucked out on missing uncrating it and the initial thorough cleaning.